In the heart of Lagos, Nigeria, where skyscrapers pierce the heavens like spears of ambition, stood the imposing headquarters of Okafor Industries. At its helm was Damian Okafor, the 35-year-old CEO and heir to a multi-billion-dollar oil and tech empire. He was a man forged in the fires of loss and legacy, a product of his father's relentless drive. The late Chief Emmanuel Okafor had built the company from the ground up, starting in the oil-rich Niger Delta, masterfully blending traditional Yoruba wisdom with the cutthroat world of global business. But Damian was different. He was ice-cold precision personified. Tall, broad-shouldered, with skin like polished ebony and eyes that could freeze a boardroom into silent submission, Damian's world revolved around numbers, mergers, and power plays. Love, he considered it a weakness, a liability he simply couldn't afford. This belief was etched into him from a young age, after his mother's abandonment left him with a father who buried his sorrow in work. Emotions are liabilities, son, Chief Okafor had drilled into him, a creed Damian lived by every single day. Now, at the very peak of his empire, a storm was brewing on the horizon. His board of directors, a cunning nest of vipers that included his own scheming uncle, Victor, were demanding stability. A family man leads with trust, they argued, their words thinly veiled threats. With a monumental merger on the horizon, one that could catapult Okafor Industries into the stratosphere, Damian found himself in a corner. He needed a wife, but not a real one. He needed a contract, a carefully constructed facade to seal the deal and secure his legacy. This is where Aisha Bello enters the story. This is where Aisha Bello enters the story. A 28-year-old woman whose breathtaking beauty was matched only by her unbreakable spirit. Born in the vibrant, bustling markets of Kano in northern Nigeria, Aisha had fought her way to Lagos through scholarships and sheer, unyielding grit. Her father, a humble tailor, had passed away when she was young, leaving her with the heavy responsibility of supporting her mother and younger siblings. She worked as a junior accountant at a small, unassuming firm, her days a monotonous blur of spreadsheets and deferred dreams. Aisha's skin glowed like warm caramel under the sun, her curves a testament to the strength of African queens. And her eyes, deep brown pools, held countless stories of resilience and survival. But beneath her quiet, graceful exterior lay a fierce fire. She had escaped a toxic engagement years ago, a painful experience that made her vow never to let a man control her life or her destiny again. Their two vastly different worlds were destined to collide on a rainy afternoon in Victoria Island. Damian sat in the back of his sleek black Mercedes, the car gliding through puddles as he impatiently scanned resumes. His assistant, the loyal but notoriously gossipy Mrs. Adebayo, handed him a file. "She's perfect, sir," she announced, discreet, intelligent, and she's in desperate need of funds for her mother's surgery. A faint smirk touched Damian's lips. Perfect indeed. He summoned her for an interview. Aisha arrived at the towering Okafor Industries headquarters, drenched from the relentless downpour, her simple blouse clinging to her form. Damian's office was a fortress of glass and steel, a sterile cage with a panoramic view of the churning Atlantic. He didn't even bother to rise to greet her. He got straight to the point. "Miss Bello, I'll be blunt," he began, his voice devoid of warmth. "I need a wife for 6 months. You will sign a non-disclosure agreement, attend corporate events, and play the part of the loving spouse. In return, you will receive 1 million naira upfront, plus full medical coverage for your family. No strings attached, and absolutely no emotions." Aisha's heart pounded against her ribs. The money, it was a lifeline. It could save her mother, who was slowly being eaten away by cancer. But his arrogance, his cold, dismissive tone stung her pride. "And what if I say no, Mr. Okafor?" she challenged, her voice trembling slightly. "Am I just another transaction to you? Another asset to be acquired?" He leaned forward, the scent of his cologne a rich mix of sandalwood and pure power drifting over her. His gaze was intense, unwavering. "Everyone has a price, Miss Bello," he said, his voice a low murmur. "And yours is your family's future." Her hand shook as she took the pen. She signed the contract. Little did she know, this simple act, this business transaction, was not just a signature on a piece of paper. It was the first chapter in a story that would rewrite both of their destinies, intertwining their lives in ways neither of them could have ever imagined. The contract was signed, the deal was struck, but the real cost was yet to be revealed. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for the next chapter of this story.